So Pokemon Go has a big new rival and it's snatching players. Alright, so as we all know, Pokemon Go released their biggest and largest update since the game was released just recently with the Generation 2 update. We also know that its updates are few and far between, with many promised add-ons still not coming out. Currently, we're waiting on the PvP battles, trading, legendaries, and so on, just to name a few. We now know that the legendaries will be released in 2017, and it's March, so yeah. The problem here is that gamers are greedy. I mean, we're kind of like Fat Kid in McDonald's. We just want to eat up everything really quickly and, get on to the next. It's just the problem. We've seen this numerous times with games that want huge longevity with their content. Just to name a few, STO, Destiny, Pokemon Go, DC Universe, they all suffer from the same problem. They all have this big splash plan where it's, take a huge amount of content and drop it right away, and then you get this ginormous spike, and then it bottoms out like a fat chick on a scooter, and it just does not, it's not really working because it looks terrible. It looks great for that first couple of weeks or that first month, but after that it looks god-awful. Now, here's the whole thing. What they normally have, like the numbers for Pokemon Go are still really, really good compared to like every other game out there for the most part. It's just that it looks terrible compared to what it was. So, they release the game, they get them this huge atomic bomb, but then after a short time it bottoms out, and that's it. So, even though for a normal game constant player numbers look good, it looks like a steaming pile compared to the big boom part. Alright, so now with these dark chasms of time between updates, it allows others to kind of swoop in and snatch up all those players who stopped playing for numerous reasons. So with that, I give you the game that's looking to capitalize on Pokemon Go's augmented reality idea, and the game's called Snatch. No, I'm not kidding, that really is the name of the game. The game is a UK-based game, and they have different meanings for different words, so do yourself a favor, do not Google the word Snatch. Master Shot did it and got a very, very unfamily-friendly surprise. The game Snatch, like I said, is a UK-based game that was released last month in the UK. It's already got 250,000 downloads, just to put it in perspective. That's pretty damn good. Snatch is an AR-type game. It's in the ballpark of Pokemon Go, but instead of hunting pocket monsters, you're hunting prizes. The prizes range anywhere from TV subscriptions to free meals, shirts, all types of different things. And they have larger prizes, but of course they're in smaller numbers. So the idea of the game is that the player has to find virtual parcels out in the real world and hold on to them for 6 hours to claim the prize. However, here's the problem and here's the rub. Other players can jack your swag. So whoever has the prize at the end of the 6 hours gets to keep the prize. Now I'm pretty sure you don't even know what the prize actually is until the 6 hours is up. Now, to me, it kind of sounds like a constant Black Friday sale where you see the last PlayStation on the shelf and every mother wants to try to get at it. So, apparently the way it works is that if you have certain defenses in the game, and to keep them from taking your stuff, and if you're out of them, of course, keep in mind you can buy more defenses. Go figure, they want to make a buck or two. But majority of the time, the way they make their money is because they use product integration, where all these products that they're giving away, they get paid for. It's kind of like advertising like crazy. And I'm telling you, the thing's going to go huge when it hits America. So, if you don't have any of these defenses, though, you can go into these things called safe houses. And no shock, they're partners of the game, like department stores, coffee shops, I'm sure it's going to be fast food places, God only knows what else. Also, you can check in when you're at those safe houses, and sometimes you can get coupons to the stores that you're actually in. I mean, it really is an ingenious business plan. Honestly, it's quite a bit to wrap your head around, but the business model is pretty damn solid. I mean, if you think about it, there's going to be no downtime with it. There's no lulls, there's no big explosion, and then it goes away. It's just constant prizes. Now, how exactly that's going to work in America, that's a whole nother story. So because of how they're doing it, you're hunting prizes instead of, pretend monsters. You're getting real items. I mean, you could be getting cameras or TVs or whatever. They already have 250 partners lined up for this thing. And when they decide to do it, they're going to be doing it instead of like that big splash approach like Pokemon Go is. They're going to be doing it in a kind of like the stone in the water where just constant ripples. They're going to be doing it in New York City first, and then they're going to be rolling it out in, I think, a city a month or something like that. So, I mean, it's going to go huge, and there's not going to be any drop-off with this game. The problem is it's not really a kid-friendly game. You got to think about it for a minute. This isn't for 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds or anything like that. This is for like the teenage to adults, easily. You know, people who can get around, especially in the cities. I mean, you're going to see some. If something comes up and somebody goes and says, you know, there's a 65-inch flat-screen TV prize on the corner of 8th and Broadway, you can be pretty damn sure people are going to be coming after it. All right? Maybe not so much if it's a small fry McDonald's, but, I mean, you kind of get my point. So I don't know how it's going to go over in America. It's already doing crazy good over in the UK. But there's going to be a lot of issues with this game. But I'm pretty curious as to what to do to see it. So, I mean, that's the good thing, is that there isn't going to be a huge player drop-off, you know, that Pokemon Go keeps getting hammered with.